everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a requested video from one of my subscribers, and it is going to be on how I paint my nails. I'm just going to show you the basics, what I use, and stuff like that. So let's get right on into this video. So the first thing I use when I remove my polish is just 100% acetone nail polish remover. You can use any polish remover that you want. I choose 100% acetone because it does a really good job and it does it quick. I got this one from the Dollar Tree. Next thing you need to help a manicure last a while would be a nice protective base coat. This one is just the Wet n Wild protective base coat, and it's really cheap. I'll see if I can find it on Amazon or something and link it down below. But you can tell I like this base coat a lot. It's just about empty. So I'll use a base coat. And then I like the quick dry top coats because I paint my nails a lot. And I'll oftentimes paint them before I go to bed. So this one is one that I'm just trying out. It's okay. My favorite is the Seche Vite top coat quick dry. I'll leave it linked down below from Amazon as well. But this is the Pure Ice Girl on the Run quick dry formula. This one's okay. I'll do some close-ups of this stuff later. And also to remove my old polish, I'll just use regular cotton rounds, cotton balls, whatever. You've probably got some of these laying around your house. If not, Walmart, Dollar Tree, anywhere's got them. And then whatever color polish I want, I will use. So I'm just going to go ahead and flip the camera around. I'll do close-ups of the base coat, top coat, and the polish that I choose to do. And then we'll get through with the process and how I actually paint my nails. Okay, so first step, what I'll do is I'll take my cotton pad. Now, I've already got all of my polish off, but I'll just go through and show you anyway. I'll just take my nail polish remover and I'll take my cotton pad and I will go all through this, all through my nails, and take everything off. Okay, right here is where you're going to want to go through and clip your nails, take your cuticles off, what have you. I don't worry with all that. Where I paint my nails so much, my cuticles, they stay kind of wonky. And I don't really want to clip my nails just yet because they're at a doable length for myself. A lot of people think they're gross and long, but I don't know. So what I'm going to do now is apply my base coat. Now, this is the, like I said, Wet n Wild protective base coat. You can find this at Walgreens. So occasionally you can find it at Dollar Tree, but I really like this base coat. It does a really good job of protecting and keeping my polish on for a while. So I'm just going to go ahead and go through and apply one layer to all of my nails. Okay, another good plus about the base coat that I did forget to mention after I applied it, I was thinking it also helps your nails from coloring like a yellow color. Where I paint my nails so much, they just always have that yellowish kind of color to it. But if you use a really nice thick layer of a base coat, it will help your nails from turning that yellow, especially with some greens or blue polish. But that is the end of step number one, is just to apply one coat of your base coat of preference. Okay, so after your base coat has completely dried, I kind of leave mine a little bit tacky. That way the polish will adhere and stick a little bit better. That's my preference, but a lot of people wait for it to completely dry. I go in with my polish of choice. This one is a Wet n Wild Mega Last. The brushes on these are kind of big. If you're a beginner with painting your nails and don't really know how, I probably wouldn't recommend one with a thick brush like this. But for today's video, this is actually the color I wanted to go with. It's called Violet Attack, and if I can find it, I'll link it below. But this is a really nice iridescent pearly blue number. And I'm actually going to tell you how I paint my nails exactly, and I will show it with the colored polish. That way you can see it a little bit more. Okay, so whenever you watched me apply my base coat, if you didn't notice, I re-dip after every single nail. That's just to get a thicker layer of polish on the brush For me, I feel like it gives a smoother application, and I think it looks a lot better and it doesn't look as chunky. But this color in particular will probably need about 2 or 3 coats. We'll find out whenever I go to actually apply it. But I'm going to show you how I do it. So I'll just dip it and brush it off of one side. And if it looks like it's going to start running, I'll just kind of tap it lightly and get the extra off of it. I'll start with my thumbnail. A lot of times you can start with these nails and do your thumbs last because you can go through and kind of get it off the sides of your fingers. I just wash my hands after and they're fine. So I'll just take the polish, and it's really kind of not hard, but after you do it for a long time, I guess it doesn't seem hard. But I just make a stripe down the middle, and I'll kind of inch my way at the bottom. And I'll just make sure all of my nails covered, and I'll lift back because I've got fat thumbs. I'll just kind of lift back, and I'll re-dip if I have to. Sometimes I do with my bigger nails, like my thumb and stuff. And I will just coat the thumb, and it will look kind of rough at first, but that's just how I do it. And if you watch other videos, a lot of other people might cap the end of their nails. I don't do that because I find that if I do that after every coat of polish that I use, it lifts up and I end up peeling them throughout the wear that I have it. Eventually, it's probably like the next day, I'll find it lifting up and I'll just go ahead and peel it. But I'm going to go through and finish the rest of my nails, and then we're going to go back with coat number 2 and we'll see what it looks like. So we're back on the second coat. Now, I didn't let this dry. I just painted all 10 of my nails, left and right hand, and I'm just going to go back through and I'm going to apply my second coat. Alright, so the last step is going to be to apply your top coat, and this is, like I said before, the Pure Ice Girl on the Run Quick Dry Formula. This one works pretty good. I use it, I think I've used it for a few weeks now, and I actually kind of enjoy it. But I'm just going to show you how I apply it. Just one coat will do it, and let them dry for about 2 minutes, and then you'll be good to go. Okay, they are all finished, but as you can see, I mean, they're not perfect, but I do my own nails. I don't have to pay anybody to do them. I like to experiment with my nails. This will probably only be on for a few days at most. I like to switch up my nail polish quite frequently, but this actually, fun fact, is like the color of my Nova that I have. It's like a pearly blue kind of color. It's super pretty. But yes, that's just how I paint my nails. Not hard at all. So just take a look at all of them. You see all this outside on the edges will clean up really easily just after this completely dries. Like I'll go through in the morning with a scrub brush or whatever, and I will actually, or just my fingernails, sometimes I do it too, and I will just peel the edges off because they're super easy to fix. Okay, so that is how I paint my nails. I hope it was a very informative video. There are so many different ways how to paint your nails and stuff like that. There's no right or wrong way. A lot of people use the 3-stroke method. That doesn't work for my nails because they're a little bit wider than normal. But I also, another tip is I like to do them after I get out of the shower. Like I just freshly showered like tonight and I've painted my nails. So while my hair and stuff's drying, I could do a face mask or anything while my nails dry. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a like. Comment down below for more video ideas. And subscribe. Hit that post notification bell. That way you get notified every time I upload a new video. And like I always say, stay cool and be you.